We are going to start with President Moon Jae-in's New Year's press conference, which just literally wrapped up. In light of the pandemic, only 120 reporters were invited, 20 on site and 100 others via video link. It covered a whole array of issues. And for a recap, we are joined by our presidential office correspondent, Hong Yoo. Now, the president answered questions for around 2 hours. What topics were covered?
As anticipated, the press conference kicked off with a question on whether President Moon is considering to offer a pardon to two former convicted President Park Geun-hye and Lee Myung-bak. President Moon said it was too early to make a decision since their trials had just finished. And he pointed out that because the former presidents were found guilty of corruption and influence-peddling and there were charges that shocked the public, there must be public consensus before any pardons are given out. Other hot potato was the controversy over South Korea's skyrocketing housing prices. The Moon administration had been focusing hard on regulating real estate speculation until last year. But this year, it shifted the focus to increasing the nation's housing supply. The new land minister is expected to announce the new real estate measures before the Lunar New Year holiday, which is around the middle of February.
And as you would expect, there were plenty of questions regarding South Korea's response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yes, Mark, there was a question on whether the president regrets not having acquired the vaccines earlier to return lives back to normal faster. But the president said that he does not think South Korea is late. In fact, he claims South Korea will be able to reach herd immunity faster than other countries, despite no vaccines being administered yet. The president said the rollout is likely to start with the vaccines acquired through COVAX, and it could start earlier than scheduled. He also said social distancing measures could be eased if the number of newly confirmed daily cases remain lower than 400 for a while. Another question involved concerns about the potential side effects of the various vaccines. The president said that as vaccines have already started in some parts of the world, South Korea has been able to prepare well. The vaccines also have to be approved by the country's Ministry of Drug Safety. The ministry will conduct clinical trials to check whether they are safe before the rollout starts.
And what about North Korea diplomacy? Did President Moon talk about how South Korea will be working with the Biden administration on the regime's denuclearization?
Yes, Mark, President Moon pointed out to the Singapore declaration, which took place between Trump administration and North Korea. He said it was an important declaration for denuclearization and peace on the Korean peninsula. He said he hopes the Biden administration takes the Singapore declaration and works on developing things from there to get into the details of denuclearization. Referring to North Korea's declaration that it was going to strengthen its nuclear arsenal, President Moon said this can be resolved when dialogue between two Koreas and between the U.S. and North Korea resumes. Back to you, Mark.